You know how we often think about creativity? Like it's this lightning strike, just bam, inspiration hits.
Yeah, that sudden flash idea. It's dramatic, but
Not exactly reliable if you're trying to actually make things consistently,
Yeah.
right? Waiting for lightning. Yeah, good luck with that.
Exactly. And that whole myth, that's precisely what our source for this deep dive tackles. We're looking at an article called Building a Creative Practice from Inner Canvas Coaching.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, and it offers a really different take. I think, honestly, a much more empowering one.
Okay, so our mission today then is to kind of unpack that. Let's get past the lightning myth and pull out the real actionable stuff from this source. How can you, the listener, build a creative rhythm? In practice, you can actually show up for day in, day out, even when you're just not feeling inspired.
Right. And the article, it gets straight to the core idea. Creativity isn't some random event. It's a rhythm, something you build.
Okay.
And it's built through what the source calls, and I love this phrase, sacred repetition.
Sacred repetition. I like that.
Yeah. It's just the act of showing up, period.
Yeah.
Not waiting till you feel perfect or ready or, in the zone.
Being there.
Just being there, making that commitment. And here's the real kicker, I think. The source says consistency matters way more than intensity.
Ah, okay. So, like, a little bit often is better than a huge burst once in a blue moon.
Precisely. Much more effective in the long run for actually building something.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It feels less daunting, too. So, okay, how do we start? How do we build this rhythm? The source has practical steps, right?
It does. Really practical. And the first one is start small. Like, really small.
How small are we talking?
Like 5 minutes small. You don't need a fancy studio. You don't need hours blocked out. You just need 5 minutes and willingness.
Just willingness. Wow, that really lowers the barrier to entry.
Totally. Takes the pressure off. And connected to that small start is the idea of staying steady.
Steady, meaning?
Meaning set up a regular, manageable time slot for your creative work. Could be daily, could be weekly, maybe just 15 minutes, The key thing is that it's regular. The source suggests making this time sacred. Treat it like a really important meeting. Maybe even like a meeting with your own soul.
A meeting with your soul. That's powerful. Which I guess leads right into the next point you mentioned. You have to actively make space, not excuses.
Yeah, exactly. Our calendars often show what we really value, right?
Yeah.
So if creative time isn't penciled in, are you really prioritizing it? You've got to protect that window like you protect time for rest or maybe prayer if that's your thing.
Block it off. Turn off the phone.
All of it. Eliminate distractions. And here's a key bit. Show up just to be present. Not necessarily to produce a masterpiece every time.
Oh, okay. Less pressure to perform.
Right. Just be there with your stuff, your ideas, your whatever.
And that idea of just being present, that links to keeping it simple, doesn't it? This practice doesn't have to be elaborate or, Instagram perfect every time.
Oh, absolutely not. The source really hammers this home.
Right.
It's that you make something, not necessarily what you make. So maybe it's just 10 minutes splashing some watercolor around, or recording a quick voice note, like a melody fragment, or just filling one journal page. The value is in the doing.
The showing up.
The showing up, not the final polished outcome.
That feels really freeing, actually, taking the pressure off the product.
Yeah.
And to help make this stick, the article talks about building little rituals.
It does. Simple, repeatable things. They act like anchors. They help train your body and mind, signaling, okay, it's creative time now.
Like what sort of things?
Could be anything simple. Lighting a certain candle, maybe putting on specific music, making a particular tea, or even just saying a short intention or prayer before you start.
Little cues.
Yeah, little cues that tell your brain, this is dedicated space. This is sacred space.
Okay, but let's be real. Life happens. What about when you inevitably miss a day or a week?
Ah, yes. The source is really clear and frankly very kind about this. The mantra is grace over guilt.
Grace over guilt. I like that.
You're human. You're going to miss a session sometimes. It's okay. It's not a test you fail. Right.
The real strength isn't in perfect attendance. It's in gently returning to it. Don't let one missed day become a reason to quit entirely.
So just pick it back up next time without beating yourself up.
Exactly. No shame, no guilt. Think of it like a relationship you're nurturing, not some strict boot camp.
That's such a healthier way to frame it. And looking at the bigger picture here, the source has this really beautiful idea that maybe the divine or God or whatever resonates with you meets you in the process itself.
Not just in the finished painting or the published book, but in the actual doing, the showing up, the effort, the struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
that act holds its own deep value.
Regardless of the outcome.
Regardless of the outcome.
So bringing it all together then, the big takeaway is basically stop waiting for the lightning.
Yeah. Right. Commit to building that simple, consistent practice, that sacred repetition of just showing up. You're essentially cultivating the soil, tending the garden. You're creating the conditions for creativity to actually take root and grow, rather than just hoping it randomly appears. That's the message for you. Listening. Build the practice. Show up.
And then watch what blooms in that space you've so carefully created.